Testing 1, 2, 3, check 1.2.
Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to MC Media's streaming coverage of Division High School boys semifinal action here at the Yarmouth Mariner Center. The host, Parambagh Sharks, versus the visiting West Kings Wolverines. This is game 2 in the best 2 out of 3 semifinal. Parambagh defeated West Kings 3-2 in game 1, so it is a win or go home game for the West Kings Wolverines. Both these teams, little to choose from during the regular season. Parambagh, regular season record of 11 wins and 6 losses for 22 points, coming in third amongst Division II teams. West Kings, 11 wins, 5 losses, and 1 overtime loss for 23 points to come in second. Not much discerning between these two teams, and we expect this is going to be a close game. Getting here to the semifinals, Parambagh defeated Forest Heights 6-3 and 3-2 to sweep the quarterfinals. And the West Kings defeated Northeast Kings 3-0 and 6-3 to sweep their quarterfinal match. Starting in net for the home team Sharks, it is Austin Surrett. Austin with a 5-4 record and 3.14 goals against average in the regular season, a 3-0 record and a 2.33 goals against in the playoffs. He's been the goaltender of choice for the Sharks in the postseason. On the West Kings side, number 29, Mac Soller. Mac with a 6-3 record and a 2.39 goals against average in the regular season, 1-0 with a 3 goals against average in the playoffs.
That's a lot of stats. You practice?
I'm doing my best.
Yeah, there you go. Don't worry, I'm sure no one needs introductions. I'm going to double duty it over here for you.
All right, yeah, well, that's great. So I guess that I was really assuming I was going to be by myself. Didn't know you were doing twice at the same time.
That's why I grabbed this headset.
Yeah. My name's David Doucette, and with me today, unexpectedly but gladly, is J.R. Surrett. Welcome, J.R.
Welcome. Good to see you. Nice, beautiful day outside.
Yes, it is. Great day to be inside watching a hockey game.
Right?
And here comes the officiating crew, who didn't get the memo of a 3 o'clock game start.
Yeah, well, I also had to remember the memo for a 7 o'clock game start tonight.
Yes, the Mariners are in town again in an uncommon Sunday evening affair. That usually doesn't happen.
Also a rare occasion, but with the delayed games and reschedules, you got to put it in somewhere.
We're about to get underway, taking the opening face-offs. We've got number 77, Spencer Surrett, and number 22, Nick Oikel. For the Sharks and Wolverines, respectively. The Sharks in white going from right to left on your screen in the first period anyways, and the West Kings in red going from left to right, and here we go. Surrett controls the face-off, gets it back to D'Entremont. Cross-ice pass, Surrett in the middle. Nice move down the middle. There's a quick shot, steered aside easily by Soller. DeViller throws it right back towards the net, and a quick face-off in the first 13 seconds as the Sharks get a nice early rush into the Wolverines' end.
Not a great quality chance, but hey, a shot on goal in the first 15 seconds. Nothing wrong with that.
This face-off scrum won momentarily by the Sharks. Breaking out now is Hiltz. He loses the puck. Backing in up is Oikel. Spins around. Nice lead pass to Hiltz again. Hiltz loses control as he's being pestered, but Oikel picks it up. He comes on the sharp angle, and there's a shot that goes up high into the mesh, going for that top short side.
Yeah, good quality chance on that break coming in. Goalie held the post well, and I lost the rebound at first, but clearly just up and into the mesh.
Here comes the replay. You see Oikel coming down. Has a great opportunity, tries to go upstairs. Oikel, the leading scorer, 14 goals and 13 assists for 27 points in the regular season and 5 goals here in the playoffs. Breaking out the other way is LeBlanc. He's in amongst the trees, gives it up, and Saunier tries to get it. LeBlanc backs him up again. He's knocked down. At the point, Ryland D'Entremont tries to keep it in. He can't. They've got numbers coming the other way. Parisienne and Lalonde. Parisienne, good stick work there by O'Connell to knock him off. Pass in front's there. There's the shot off a stick. And the Sharks able to gather the puck and clear the zone.
Good quality chance there, breaking in, but a good defensive play there to break most of it up.
Parisienne again. He'll dump it in deep and chase after it. Getting there first is Ryland D'Entremont. He zips it around the corner. Both teams looking for it. It comes out through the middle. Good hustle in there by Lalonde. Lalonde stops, takes a look through traffic. Nice save, Surratt. Along with Oikle, people to look for on the Wolverines, we've got Jeremy Parisienne, who I've mentioned, with 8 goals and 14 assists for 22 points in the regular season, and Hunter Lalonde, 10 goals, 8 assists, and 18 points in the regular season. Wolverines win the faceoff. Bishop throws it in deep, looking for Connors. That's picked off. Bishop again at the point. He steers it towards the net, bouncing puck. Picked up behind the net by Saunier. He loses it up through the middle. Little having trouble getting out of their own end right now are the Sharks. Trying the other side, high off the glass. That's going to make it out. Jumps over the stick of Ryan Bishop's, going down the ice. Spencer Surratt chases it down, no icing. Good hustle by Surratt. Both teams struggling to find it behind the net. Surratt's looking to get it out of the rugby scrum. Finally does. But loss of sticks around him. Rotates it down low again. Referee's going to want them to get that out of there. They're going to want to play that puck.
It's a good battle down there. Both teams fighting for it.
McDowell, pass along the board, and that's up to Ray McDowell. There's 2 McDowells, Kendall and Ray. There will always just be McDowell for me tonight, though, probably. Lead pass from Bishop, just out of the reach of Connors. He's going to chase it down. That shot goes off a leg, coming back the other way, chipped high off the glass, and back to Oliver. Surratt picks it up. He's got some speed coming down the left side. Caught from behind by Darian Oliver. Good defensive play by Oliver. Lead pass to Oikle. He picks it up and makes a nice move to avoid the back check. DeViller coming back the other way. He's carrying some speed down the right side. Stops, loses control just as he's about to shoot. Back to the point, and it skips over the defenseman's stick into center ice. Seamus D'Entremont got that inside the blue line before his team could get out. So there's an offside call at the 11:50 mark of the first period.
Oh, that's why. I'm trying to bubble this. I'm on the camera as well, right? So I'm trying to level the camera, but there's no bubble on the bubble stand. That is not effective.
Face-off controlled by the Wolverines. That goes off to Viller. He throws it in deep. Coming back the other way is Bushell. Bushell chips it up forward, looking for Lalonde. Picked off and thrown back in. Bushell will try again. This time goes cross ice. D'Entremont gets it. Goes cross ice to Dayon. Dayon throws it in deep. Getting in there first and back to the point for D'Entremont. D'Entremont tries again, chips it towards the net. Going in there are the Mariners, but Peters picks it up for the Wolverines. Peters, Parisienne. Parisienne lead pass to Lalonde. Lalonde carries good speed, has an opportunity. Good defensive play there by Andre D'Entremont to swing the stick, but before that happened, a hooking penalty on the Sharks.
Also, you called them the Mariners, so.
Did I? That might happen.
You did slip that one out.
When you call as much minor hockey as I do.
Well, that's the funny thing. You call a lot of minor hockey at that level, so, I'm not used to you slipping up. I would slip up more because I cover them. It was a good defensive penalty, though, to take that one on that break.
Face off, won by the Sharks. D'Entremont tries to go hard around the net. It can't get too far. Getting there first is Parisienne. Parisienne tries to go back to the point. It's picked off. The Sharks find some open ice and bank it off McDowell. That pass up to Ryan Bishop. Bishop goes cross ice, a little bit behind, and they'll try again. Nick Oikle will set things up. Oikle loses control right at the center ice, and he'll have to back up again. That's Ryan Bishop. Bishop carries some good speed, pass in front. Sharks finally find it and clear it away, and Ethan Saunier fires it down the ice. Darian Oliver sets up again behind his own net. Nice lead pass, strong to Nick Oikle. Oikle carries it to the middle, weaves, back pass to Parisienne, back to Oikle. That pass back to the point, open shot. There's a shot, goes off of a leg, rebound, save.
A lot of bodies in front of that shot. Big screen there. First one blocked the shot, but that screened the goalie for the second.
Bishop in the corner. Taking a look in front, tries to feather a backhand pass, gets it back. We'll try again. Taking a look out front. That one's going right through. Shark can't clear it. That shot goes off of a body, and that's Nolan Sonia who got in front of that one. Back behind the net, good sustained pressure here on the power play. Coming off, back to the point, that's Oliver. Oliver the shot, another one off the leg, as the Sharks are doing a great job of getting in front of some shots and helping out their goaltender, Austin Surratt.
Yeah, great penalty kill by the Sharks right there, putting the bodies on the line, getting in front of those shots, and not only getting that screen, but stopping them up high.
Back to the point, Derling's going to get there in time and throw it in deep. Getting there first is D'Entremont, who whips it around, just out of the reach of Kendall McDowell. Obviously, he must have touched it because there's no icing. Oh, sorry,
Penalty.
still a second left.
It's okay. I know it's your first game. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Leave me alone, cameraman.
Hey, I have 2 jobs, thank you.
Lalonde carrying good speed up the left side, goes into the corner, now being chased down by Dayon. Lalonde tries to go back to the point, he's going to get it there to Derling. Derling doesn't have a shooting lane, gets it back to Lalonde. Lalonde fires it in front, that's steered aside by Surratt. Back on the other side's Connors, back to the point. No shooting lane again, just thrown in deep. We are 5-on-5 now. Trying to chip that forward. Good work pinching in by Derling, but can't stop the second attempt. D'Entremont leaves that alone. Back up to Surratt. Surratt takes it off the skates. Realizes he's got some trouble coming from the near side and clears the zone. That one gets out, but right back in. Surratt back to his D.
Peb was able to get that first shot early, and it looked like the momentum was their way, but after that, it's kind of tilted back towards them right now. They're having trouble just clearing their zone.
And penalties can do that, and that's going to be an icing, so it'll allow us to talk about that a little bit. Penalties can do that. Any type of momentum that you think you're going to have, all of a sudden when you're on your heels, killing a penalty, and the momentum can swing just that quickly, and that seems to be what's happened in favor of the Wolverines.
Oh, for sure, but even after, and the penalty was a good kill. Right, Peb had a great penalty kill, but after that, it felt like they were still on the PK and unable to come out cleanly.
Pass in front, goal! And that was a quick pass from Ray McDowell to number 9, Carson Peters, who one-times it in the slot. Carson Peters with a terrific first goal. Here you see the replay. Face-off one. Chipping up is McDowell, who gets the puck. Sharks player falls down, and then they just lose track of where people are in front, and bang, bang, and no way that Surratt had any chance of getting that.
Yeah, no, the D-man who's supposed to be either watching high or that back lane was just too much puck watching down low. Never saw the trailing guy coming in, and a beautiful open net goal.
Talking to the coaching staff for the Parambah Sharks ahead of the game, they said that in the first game they fell down 2-0 before scoring 3 power play goals to win the opening game 3-2, and they were hoping for a stronger start. And outside of the first 30 seconds, they haven't had it.
Yeah, well, they had a stronger start in that 30 seconds, but now it's kind of like back on their heels. But as often, sometimes the Mariners need to get hit in the nose before they wake up. So we'll see what happens with Peb.
That lead pass just out of reach. Coming back the other way. DeViller has it.
That's offside.
Yeah, he made that move outside the blue line. Had to kind of make the move inside first, drawing Hubbard offside on the left, on the near side.
It's a great play by the defensive line. If you can force the center, the winger who's coming in with the puck to make an extra move, almost guaranteed it's going to put someone offline. Offside, I should say.
Face off one cleanly. Wallace. Wallace to Cutro. Cutro tries to bang it in, can't get it by. He'll try again. Off a skate. Wallace can't find it. Chips it ahead to Cutro. Cutro with a neat little pass, and then finally throws it in deep. Oliver's going to get there first, goes behind his own net, stops and avoids the check. Good avoidance. Chips it forward. Good breakout out of their own end. That's Hiltz. Hiltz gets back checked. Coming back. That's just out of the reach. Skating hard is Surratt. Surratt has a fallen down defense, still has it looking in front. Outsides there. Tries to get it back to Wallace. Wallace didn't see the pass right away, but does come in to pinch. Surratt back to the point. Makes a nice move to get around one. Back to the point, Saunier.
Oh, now there's a secondary hit when that player didn't have the puck. I don't like a no call on that one.
Peb rips that around. That's going to get all the way up to Cutro. Cutro with a rink-wide pass, but that was easily seen by Lalonde. Lalonde Cutro picks it up. Cutro with a opportunity. There's a chance that just gets the weak shot. He was being chased down by the defense. Didn't get as strong a shot as I know he had hoped for.
No, but the fact that he was able to get any shot on that one was impressive. He was being mugged down there.
Keeping his feet, keeping strong on his skates. And here you'll see the replay.
This is the replay of that hit. So there's the initial contact. Now the Pep player doesn't have the puck at all, and the retaliatory hit comes in and hits him. I don't like no call on that one.
Back to regular play. That one's through a crowd. Nice save by Soller. He's able to find that puck and get the pad down. Back to the point. D'Entremont comes in. Another wrist shot. That goes off the glove and wide. That was going to go wide anyways. Dayon at the other point. Can't keep it in. Peb will have to tag up. Coming back the other way is Bishop. Bishop throws it in and takes a hit while doing it. Seamus D'Entremont up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc off the glass. And that just goes, is kept back in easily by Parisian.
I also like the decision from the goalie to not touch that. That's up high, easy to glove, but you realize that's going well over the net, so he lets it go.
Saunier tries to break in, can't get too far. Coming back the other way is McDowell. McDowell being chased from behind, just onside. He spins around, nice pass, gets it to Oliver. Oliver with a shot, nice save, Surratt. We talked about some of the leading scorers for the Wolverines. People to look for on the Sharks are Yannick Cutro. 13 goals and 14 assists for 27 points.
He's all smiles down there after that save.
Back to the point. That one goes down. I'll name some more Sharks later. That one goes back to the point. Kick forward, chipped ahead. And that, I think, touched a glove or a stick on the Sharks bench, and so that's going to bring the faceoff right back into the Sharks' end.
Had a good chance to run with it, but as is often the case, you're going to have hands or gloves or sticks or just people leaning over that boards down there on the bench.
So a couple other Sharks to keep track of. 13 goals, 12 assists for 25 points for Spencer Surratt. 7 goals and 15 assists for 22 points for Andre D'Entremont. That faceoff won and held in by the Wolverines. Gavin O'Connell behind his own net, chips it up. Riley Hubbard picks it up. He chips it forward to DeViller. It's out of reach. Backing up is Hubbard. 2 misses, though, and Peters is going to come away with it. There's a shot. That one just was about 2 or 3 inches past the post, going for that empty blocker side. Wolverines coming back the other way. That takes a big bounce off the boards. Chipped ahead. Hubbard tries to get it. Chips it forward to DeViller. DeViller avoids one check. Has a man wide on the right. Doesn't see him. And instead, we're offside. Again,
just a little bit of a slow puck handle at the line, causing one of the wingers to go offside.
Right now, like you said, other than that initial time, the Wolverines certainly with a little more jump in their step. And also, they're the team that has to win. Not that the Sharks don't want to win this game. They surely do. They don't want to go back to West Kings for a Game 3. But it is a necessity for the Wolverines to win, and they are playing like it. 2-on-1 opportunity. Here's Surratt. Surratt slides it over. There's a shot. That hits the side of the post. Made that nice clang, though, to make the crowd go ooh and ah.
They had a good chance, post and helmet there.
Surratt again. Back to Wallace. Wallace takes a shot through a crowd. So redirected. The rebound. Goal! Number 17, Yannick Cutro with the goal. 1 assist from Kalen Wallace. I'm not sure about everybody else, but that ties the game with 3:49 to go here in the first period. Here's a replay. You're going to see Surratt. Surratt gets it back to Wallace. Wallace is just looking for that shooting range. Make sure you get it there. Nice first save, but Cutro right there to get the rebound. And he was unmarked in front of the net, using the soccer terminology.
Yeah, and that goalie had a good chance with the kick out to try and get that. Good effort, but just well out of reach with the stick range.
Cutro picks that off. Slides it over, looking for Surratt. He was covered. Surratt gets it back to the point. Sean Dayon with a shot. That goes wide. Coming back the other way. That's whipped towards the net by Cutro. Surratt has it. Surratt.
Oh, I don't like that hit. Yeah, there's going to be a call.
Now the Sharks are going to have to be careful not to get a reciprocal penalty here, and here it comes right now. It's probably going to be a head contact.
It could be boarding. I was going to say it could be boarding. It could be head contact. There were a lot of options on that play.
And the difference here, with the boarding, it's a 2-minute penalty. With the head contact, it likely would have been 4. And when you've got somebody of Surratt's size, he is not a tall player.
Nope.
It doesn't take much for it to be a head contact penalty, even if it's a somewhat clean hit.
That was a good call. Looking at the replay, it was a good call. It was a good shoulder contact. Yeah. So, but I have been that small kid. I know exactly what that is like with that difference, and it's hard to make those plays. But as you were saying, with Peb already winning one, you're right. Mentally, you know this is not a must-win. So when you're playing a game like this, you almost have to mentally get into it like this is a must-win. Like, treat it like this is your last game, right? Put it all out there.
Opportunity now for Peb on the power play. They're having some troubles getting the puck. Well defended in the corner by Darian Oliver, taking on 2 Sharks players and coming away with it. Gavin O'Connell back behind his own net will set things up again for the Sharks. Bringing it out. Weaves his way. He's going to chip it down and follow it down. Oliver's going to get there first. He's taken out. Loses the stick. There's a pass. The shot. Save. Back to the point. That's Surratt back at the point. He's going to stop. Goes down low. Back to Surratt. That goes off of his skates. That would have been a good one-timer, but the pass had to be perfect.
I was going to say that check didn't hit the body at all, but it took the stick right out of his hands, which is almost better because it negated any kind of play the defenseman could do.
Wallace with a nice indirect pass to Surratt. Surratt carries speed down the right side. Spins away from the check. Looking in front. The angle's not there. Back to Wallace. Wallace looking for a shooting lane. Tries to get it through. Got through one set of legs, but not the second set of legs. D'Entremont back to Wallace. Wallace back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc carries it in. Second power play unit out there now for Paramba. That's Hubbard with it. Hubbard still takes a shot. Easily seen by Soller. Good forechecking though by Paramba. That's Hubbard. Hubbard to LeBlanc. LeBlanc to D'Entremont. One-timer. There's a shot through a crowd, and I think it went off the defenseman's leg. And that was like a side of the leg. That wasn't direct. I'm sure that one stung.
Yeah, you could see him kind of recoil after that one. You know which leg that went off, and he is slow gliding right now. He just wants to get to that bench.
And this will allow him to do it. And that person was number 10, Ryan Bishop, who's going to have a mark after that one.
Yeah, those are marks of pride.
Coming back to Hubbard. Hubbard can't control the pass. And that's Oikle with it. Oikle has the puck taken away from him. Good work by Hubbard to retake the puck after losing it. DeViller high sticks the puck, and that's going to be a whistle with 44.2 seconds to go in the first period.
Not terrible after that one, but some good play on both sides. Shots currently 8-4 in favor of Peb.
Doesn't seem that way in the play of the game, though, does it, JR?
It often, I mean, it's just on paper, right? It could be 40 shots to 10, but that team with 10 shots could be dominating some zone pressure. Just a lot of rebounds. So sometimes what you see there doesn't tell the story.
Ethan Saunier chips it down and chases it. Gets back to the point. Dayon does his best to keep it in at least halfway down. That lead pass just behind Oliver. He makes a good move to get away from one, gets away from two. In comes Oliver on his backhand. That one goes off a skate and wide. Connors. That's a nice back pass to Oikle, but Oikle couldn't get much on that. West Kings back to Bishop. Bishop fires through a crowd. They're looking for it. And there's going to be a penalty called, and that penalty is going to be against the Paramba Sharks.
Yeah, Surratt down there in the paint was getting kind of shoved and manhandled, so his defenseman was trying to clear the zone and a little too exuberant with that clearing.
Yeah, there's a way to do that, and that way for Nolan Saunier wasn't correct, as he gets called 2 minutes for cross-checking. Only 9.3 seconds to go here in the first period, so as long as Paramba can win this faceoff, this will all just carry over into period number 2. They do not win the faceoff, though. Back to the point. That's Oliver. Oliver the shot through a crowd. Save. And Surratt steers it to the corner. Back in. There's another shot. And that's saved. And there's the horn. So much for not making the most use of your 8 seconds of power play at the end of a period.
5 shots for West Kings and 8 shots for
Shots on net, 8-5 for the Sharks over West Kings. We've got the Zamboni coming on to clear the ice, so we'll both take this opportunity to take a little bit of a break and come back at the start of the second period. On behalf of all of the volunteers here at MC Media and myself, I'd like to thank everyone for joining MC Media's coverage of Division II High School Boys semifinal action at the Armas Mariner Center. We'll see you at the start of the second period.
Bit of a mouthful.
Masks are mandatory in the Mariner Center and must be worn at all times unless you're actively consuming food and beverages, covering your mouth and your nose. Please remain socially distanced from one another in the stands unless you're with your household unit plus 10 other people. 3 seats spaced between each bubble and 1 row space. After the game, exit the facility immediately, exiting through the doors on the upper concourse if you're in zone 1. Near the sound booth and elevator. Do not exit through the main lobby. Zone 2 exits through the door they came in. You're not permitted to gather on the upper concourse throughout the game at any time. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the ice your Karamba Sharks.
All the way down, yeah.
Welcome back, hockey fans, to the start of Period 2, Division II High School Boys semifinal action brought to you by MC Media. My name's David Doucette. With me today is JR Surratt, and JR is doing double duty of camera and color commentary. Before we get started here in the second, I have a quick couple shutouts, and both of these shutouts are for people that are watching Jay DeViller. Mike and Linda in Moncton. Hi, Mike and Linda. And this one, the Casey Kasem way far away shutout to Debbie and Jack from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, welcome to the viewing.
And thank you for watching. It's awesome to hear that we got viewers all the way down there. I don't know who they're watching. Did you take that note?
Jay DeViller.
Jay DeViller, okay. Hopefully Jay has a great game for you to watch.
And we're about to get going. Carrying the power play over into the second period, all the Wolverines. Oliver has it. Cross ice pass. Nicely up to Parisian. Parisian tries to go through the middle to Oikel, but it gets picked off. Oliver will try again. He carries speed, but gets into the blue line a little too quick as Oikel couldn't get out in time.
The dreaded extra step. I was going to say, you wouldn't have to turn up your microphone so much if you put that near your mouth where it makes noise.
Oh, it's so much fun to be working with.
Are you happy to have me back?
I really
I
am.
know you're excited. I'm excited. I can tell.
That's Bishop who pinches in and keeps it in. He'll leave the puck there for Parisian. Back to the point to Oliver. Oliver the shot through a crowd. And Austin Surratt able to gobble that into his chest protector and get the whistle.
That had to be like 5 bodies through that screen. That's a seen eye puck to get through all that.
Face off to Surratt's left. The scrum controlled by the Wolverines. That's Bishop again. Pass in front. That goes off of a stick. Sharks are going to get there first and find the puck and fire it down the ice.
Minute 10 left on the penalty that was left over from the first period.
Good hustle in there by Saunier, creating havoc against 3 players for the Wolverines. Breaking out, though, is Bishop. Ryan Bishop tries to go off the boards. He backs up, gets it himself. Finding it again, though, is Surratt, and Surratt will clear the zone. Dayon back behind his own net to D'Entremont, and then the Sharks able to get that out.
Good clear. Fans appreciate the work the Peb's putting in right now.
35 seconds to go in the power play. Oliver kind of loses that in his skates. It's a good thing Surratt didn't pressure him.
I think he lost his skates more than losing the puck. He went to take that shot and found he had no footing.
O'Connell finds it, throws it all the way down the ice. That's going to bounce off. Goaltender's going to cover this up as Surratt is bearing down on him. Great play by Surratt, creating a face-off down in the Wolverine zone, which will kill precious seconds of the power play off.
17 seconds left on that penalty kill. If Peb can get this face-off, get some zone control, they could effectively keep this in the offensive end for their player to come into the box.
That face-off won by the Wolverines. Erling.
The most important part about that face-off break, they played vanilla ice.
Back to Hiltz. Hiltz slides it over, gloves, and knocked in behind the net by Surratt. Back to the point, McDowell. McDowell doesn't have a shooting lane, so he throws it behind the net. Lance Hiltz is going to get there first.
5-on-5 now as the penalized players back on the ice.
Gavin O'Connell flips it up. A nice gentle clear, trying not to ice the puck. That cross-ice pass is picked off, coming back the other way, and D'Entremont looking for the return pass, and that's Andre D'Entremont. Spins away from trouble, tries to throw it out in front, gets to Surratt. Everyone for the Sharks is behind the net right now. Back to the point. There's a shot. That's well wide. O'Connell's going to pinch him from the other side. He'll shoot one as it goes back around the other way.
It's table pong down there right now.
One more time. And here it is down the near side again. Having enough of it, Ray McDowell fires it and gets it out, but thrown right back in by O'Connell.
I will say this. Those kind of plays aren't effective for shots on goal, but the D is tired chasing that back and forth. If you can continue that pressure, you can wear down a line.
D'Entremont to O'Connell to D'Entremont. Second Donchement, Andre. Andre chips it up to Surratt. Surratt goes to the middle, taking off the puck. Taking off his skates as well. Good avoidance of a hit by the Wolverines, but the Sharks do pick up the puck. Cross ice to O'Connell. O'Connell takes that off his skates, uses the boards, but can't get it too far.
Great little Pele move to try and control that one, put the puck back down to his stick.
Wallace gets it. Nice cross ice pass to D'Entremont. That's offside.
Yeah. Number 17 had a step on him and wanted to carry that speed into the zone.
And D'Entremont didn't see him because I think Yannick Cutro was expecting that pass across. Not that D'Entremont wouldn't have got it back.
Yeah. Yeah, he was close, very close, but that leg lifts just before the puck gets to the blue line. Good call by the linesman.
Face off won by the Sharks. Saunier dumps it in deep. Getting there first is going to be Bishop. No, Saunier outskates him into the corner.
They're making a lie already down there, Dave.
I am. I assume someone's going to win. Finally, the Wolverines break out of their own end. That's Oikel. Oikel gets a nice lead pass up to Lance Hiltz. Hiltz chips it forward. He's muscled out of the play. Nolan Saunier goes behind his net, and it's Hiltz's turn to muscle out Saunier. Both teams fighting for it in the corner. Two Sharks come away with the puck, though. That goes all the way around to Chandler LeBlanc. He can't control it, though. One more attempt. That one's knocked down again by Oikel. Good work by Oikel, keeping the puck in. This time it's Wallace. He goes off the boards. That's held in as well. And finally, I got to wait to see if it happens, and it does. They do clear it out, but thrown right back in by Nick Oikel. Good work on that shift by Nick Oikel.
And this is that pressure that West Kings was able to do in the first period. So we'll see if they can keep this going and wear down the Peb lines. Peb's like, nope, we don't want this anymore.
Peb's had enough of it, clears it down the ice. Long changes, JR, in the second period. You can easily get stuck on the ice even worse than you can in period 1 and 3. And you're not, it doesn't matter that you ice the puck. You can still make your change at this level of hockey. So there's no consequence.
That's the hockey sense that you have. You're pinning your own end. It's a long change. Dump it. You're going to get a face-off, but you're going to get fresh legs in there.
Good work by DeViller. He loses the stick. He's going to go to the bench to just grab another one.
I was going to say, I don't see his stick on the ice, but that's because one of the other Pep players was carrying both. He could have got a penalty for that one.
That one's chipped forward.
That was number 7, Dion. I was looking for the lumber on the ice, but he was trying to get it back to his man.
Pep throws it in deep. Kendall McDowell behind his own net goes D to Oliver.
As interesting as it would be, you can't dual wield in hockey.
Nope, you can't. Coming back the other way, good work by Peters. He scored the first goal for the Wolverines, chasing it down. Hard back to McDowell. McDowell pressured at the point. DeViller's going to come away with it. DeViller 1-on-2. Takes a shot through a crowd, and, whoa, you know, Soller saved that puck, but he wasn't as controlled with that save as I think he would have liked to have been, as he was kind of, did I get that one under my arm or
He
not?
got handcuffed by it, and I think that's because of the release. It's screened by the defenseman. It almost goes through his legs, and so the goalie has to react quickly to that one where he wasn't quite expecting it. Good quality chance, knowing that he didn't really have help coming in with him.
There's a pass in front. That high pass, very hard for Yannick Cutro to try to control.
Yeah, especially when you're taught down low like that, stick on the ice.
Lon carrying good speed. He's taken out. Puck carries in, though. That's good work by the Wolverines. Glove saved by Austin Surratt, as Surratt picks that one off the top corner.
I was going to say, I thought he might be smiling down there again. That was a nice reaction.
Face-off controlled by the Wolverines. Again, that shot's not going to make it all the way through. Andre D'Entremont with a lead pass just onto Surratt's stick. Surratt's going to try to go between. There's a follow-up by Cutro. Cutro can't get the puck through. Back pass to Surratt. Surratt behind the net has Cutro. Cutro can't control it. He was looking for that sweeping shot. There's a shot right away by O'Connell. Didn't have much time to get that one out of the way. Good hustle in the corner by D'Entremont. Surratt backs him up at the line to O'Connell. O'Connell fires it in front. It goes off a stick. Bouncing puck. There's a shot. Good save by Soller as he laterally gets over.
Yeah, he had to move all the way across that blue paint because that puck was coming down on the other side. And the Peb player able to just bang at that out of the air and a save off the pad. Hopefully Nick's got the replay of the overhead. Nope, he's coming for my shot. Oh, now he's got the overhead. Look at that. Skill. So, yeah, this bounces past the D-man. Good shot on net on the one-timer, and great reaction by the Kings goalie to make that save.
Great save by Max Soller. Back to the point, back with live action now. Peb gets it in deep.
That could be a game saver later on.
Ethan Saunier chasing down. The Wolverines still trying to. Coming out, though, is Nick Oikel. Oikel carries some speed down the far side. There's a shot easily handled by Surratt.
Yeah, like I was saying, a save like that, if this game ends up 2-1, that could be that turning point.
And a bouncing puck like that, you're swinging at it, you have no idea where it's going to go. That ended up going low. It could have gone high, could have gone over the net.
Could have gone anywhere. He could have knuckleballed it, but a great reaction, just throw himself over and take down as many angles as he could. Whoops. That's okay.
Coming back the other way, that's Nolan Saunier. Saunier to Saunier, but they can't get too far as it's chipped back into Wallace. Wallace has it. He's picked off from behind. He gets a little bit of help from Saunier on defense, though, as the Wolverines can't get it. Still coming back is Oikel. Oikel spins around, and that goes off of Nolan Saunier's skate.
Oikel looked like he was 12 feet tall down there making that grab.
Wallace has it now. Wallace looking to Saunier. Didn't have a clear passing lane, so he decides, I need to change. I'm getting rid of the puck.
It's like, I'm tired. You guys can go get this. I'm going to the bench.
Shots on net, 10-9 in favor of Paramba. We're almost exactly halfway through the game in the second period. DeViller wins this face-off. Back behind the net, Sean Dayon has it. Looking to set up, loses control. Spins around the other way. Peb's going to continue that along the boards, but not getting too far as Riley Hubbard is stymied at the wall. McDowell trying to chase it in there. Connors, lots of bodies. Peb finally comes away with it. That pass goes over the stick of Carson Dayon. He'll chase it down, but McDowell's there. McDowell goes D to D. That was a rough pass for Derling to try to gather in.
The problem with Peb trying to get out of their zone right now is most of their forwards aren't skating at the time, so when the pass comes to them, they don't have the momentum to carry forward.
Good work by Dayon at the point to pinch in and throw that right back in. Bishop's being forechecked. He gives it up to McDowell. McDowell in the corner taking a look. McDowell with a long pass. That's deflected off a stick, and it's going to go all the way down the ice because the stick was a Wolverine stick. For an icing coming back down on the Wolverine side.
I think we have to stop calling it icing and call it like an intentional long-range shift.
Yes, this is how I change.
Right? It's like, oh, I'm tired. Okay.
An automatic plan B for your breakup.
Right? Like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to play this shift anymore.
Face off won cleanly by Paramba, but not back to a defense rating between them, and they'll have to tag up.
A little too cleanly.
Oliver carrying some speed, gets around one, chips it forward, avoids a check, he gets around two. Rylan Saunier goes hard the other way. That's Parisienne coming back. Parisienne goes to the right, back pass. Surratt's in there to chip it away. That rink-wide pass goes off of a stick. And it looked like Luan wanted to take the big slap shot in, but he had his stick lifted.
Yeah, that was a dirty pocket pick on that when he's winding up for a big one and the Peb player comes behind him just with like, nope.
Surratt carrying speed down the right side. He's being chased down, avoids the check. Pass in front, goal!
Beautiful, beautiful pass.
A terrific pass by Spencer Surratt, and even before that pass, spinning away from the inevitable hit that was going to come, a no-look sweeping pass into the front of the net to number 17, Yannick Cutreau, for goal number 2.
That was a beautiful chase. He knows he's got the pressure on him. He stops and hits the brakes and then sees the trailer, sends it right across the open ice to a beautiful tap into the open net. That is a great goal for Peb.
2 goals for Yannick Cutreau. That adds to his 1 goal and 1 assist that he's had in the playoffs so far. Wolverines chip that in. Wallace is going to go back behind his own net. He gets rid of it over to Saunier. Saunier spins away, absorbs the hit, but comes away with the puck, carries it out, but then is chased down from behind. Needed to give that up, get some help from Wallace, pass in front, and that puck just gliding along the blue and then cleared away by Wallace.
Yeah, good play from Surratt in net right there to kind of control that one and keep it going to the side. Solid collision there in the back end, and now the Pep's going to come out with it. A lot of extra contact right now as everyone's bumping into someone, and I don't know what the call is. West Kings for head contact, it looks like.
It's a head contact call. And here's that check,
well, there's the play.
Okay, yeah,
so it's tapped down
front.
low. Yep.
There's the first save. And then the second one, his pad wasn't there. If that puck had been inside the blue line,
he certainly didn't have the post.
Goal.
Yep. Somebody on the West Kings side clearly does not agree with the call. However, his jersey is not striped, so it doesn't count.
The initial call, Cole Height going in for the head contact. I'm assuming Nick Eichel said the magic words and probably with an unsportsmanlike contact.
Yeah, that'll earn you an extra deuce.
And the magic words in this case are not normally please and thank you.
Well, you know what? They could be included, but I doubt it.
We'll wait for the official announcement. Two-man advantage for Peb, a golden opportunity with 5 minutes to go here in the second to establish a bigger lead.
And I don't want to beat on the horsing coaching staff right there, but your man's already getting the call. You can't make it worse for your team by taking that bench minor.
That shot, Surratt just can't get a hold of that.
West Kings penalty also to number 22, Nick Eichel.
And I did call that. I was just stopping for a second to hear it. The second penalty was indeed unsportsmanlike conduct.
But I thought it was going to be a bench minor, so my apologies to the coaching staff. It was a player who mouthed off towards the referees to get that one.
Donchema with it. He goes down low to Surratt. Surratt can't control it, so he'll reset. Taking a look. Nobody really moving. There's the cross-ice pass. That's just out of the reach of Donchema. Donchema has it again. Back to the point. Wallace to Cutro.
There's no rush on this one, so
Cutro with a
take your
big
time.
slap shot, and Soller able to make the save, and it looked like the puck bounced up and into his pads.
Well, it looks like it went off his pads, off his leg pads, if you will, and up into the equipment. So, but yeah, you've got a 5-on-3 right now for another full minute. Don't waste your shots. Look for your line, right?
This face-off, the scrum, because they're outnumbering them, is going to be controlled by Peb.
It's funny because he won the face-off. The puck came right back to them to almost have a second face-off.
O'Connell gets it over to Wallace. Back to Donchema back in front. There's a one-timer. That's blocker save. And the Wolverines able to find the puck and clear it down the ice. 39 seconds to go in the two-man advantage. Hubbard with the lead pass. That's out of his reach. He just has to chip it forward. The Wolverines are going to find it and fire it right back down the ice. Gavin O'Connell will set it up back behind his own net. 20 seconds to go in the two-man advantage.
2 penalties will be expiring on that one. You get the extra 2 for the head contact.
LeBlanc leaves it for Donchema. That pass well behind O'Connell. LeBlanc again. Goaltender slamming his stick, telling his players that one penalty's over. There's a pass in front.
Got to be careful here.
Back to Donchema. Donchema tries to get in front. There's a shot. Save. Rebound. Digging at it.
Oh, I don't know where that.
Whistle blows.
I don't know where
that puck ended up.
Right. I don't know where it is because that Peb player got dumped in that blue paint. Referee was down there behind the goal line with a good chance to see, but I'm assuming Nick's going to go to the overhead. No, he's going to go to the far shot. There's the overhead. Puck. Yeah, no, stays out.
That stayed out. Good work by Soller and his defensive teammates.
And the officiating crew for knowing where that puck was in that.
So still 1 minute and 52 seconds left in the initial 4-minute head contact penalty. Wolverines get that to the point. Cutro keeps it in. Good pinch. He's not normally a defense, and that's why he isn't. Coming back the other way is Eichel on a breakaway. There's a shot. Blocker. Save, Surratt.
That's a big save for Surratt, just like the one for West Kings. Now that could be a game saver.
Breaking out of his own end. Cross ice to Donchema. Andre Donchema. He'll gain the blue line. Back pass. Gets it to Cutro. Cutro with a shot. We're going for the rebound to Surratt. Can't find it. Nice save by Soller. Surratt back in the corner. Waits. Takes a look. Back to Donchema. Donchema with a shot. Blocker save. Rebound. There's another shot and another save by Soller.
I don't know if Soller saved that one or the Peb player in the blue paint who's got nowhere to go got hit by it.
as a goaltender, I'm giving it to Saul.
Hey, he'll take it. As long as it doesn't go in, I don't think he cares who it hits. Still got a minute 10 left here in that double minor for the head contact. And Peb's still swarming, looking to go up too.
Face off on the near side to the left of Soller. Surratt still on the ice. He loses this face off. Up high against the boards and just under the rafters and does not hit the mesh. It looked like it hit the top of the glass.
It hit the top of the glass just at the divider and then bounced right out from the boards.
So a good clear there by Parisien. Coming back the other way. Surratt. Surratt goes hard to his right. Avoids the check behind the net. Still looks. Feeds it back to the point. He's going to get the return pass. He chips it in deep. McDowell there. McDowell 1-on-2. Peb's going to have to fight to come away with that puck. Andre Donchemont trying to find it. Instead, it's Hubbard.
Still 30 seconds left. A lot of time to work with.
Back to the point. Wallace goes back into the corner to Andre Donchemont. Donchemont can't find that in his skates. Nobody really in front to get a pass. Donchemont still has it. He'll probably rotate it down low. He doesn't. Now back at the top. There's a shot. Blocker save. Steered nicely into the corner. Wallace picks that up.
10 seconds left in the power play now.
One Peb player changing. There's a shot from the point. Easily saved. Big rebound, though, for that shot as Surratt picks that up in the corner. Spins away from a check. Still looking for it. Surratt still trying to dig at it. Good work, though, at the end by Ryan Bishop, who finds the puck and clears the zone.
And one of the best plays right there is not allowing the icing to go so they can't change. But now they sent it down for icing, giving them the change. So ignore me.
56.9 seconds to go here in the second period. Our score, the Parambach Sharks 2, the West Kings Wolverines 1. This Game 2 action and a best 2 out of 3 semifinal for Division 2 high school boys. Parambach winning the first game 3-2 at West Kings. So Parambach trying to close out the series and go to the final against Central Kings, I believe.
Brock's still playing some music over there. I don't know what's happening. There we go.
He's liking the tune.
Oh, it might not be Brock. I don't know who's in there, actually.
LeBlanc chips that forward. He's going to chase it down. Peb goes D to D down to 37 seconds. Up to Hubbard now. Hubbard trying to find it to get it in deep. Can't. It gets chipped forward. Dayan does find the room. Can't get it by Oliver. Oliver chips it up forward. Ooh. That's now going to be Oikel. Oikel taken down from behind. That's going to be a penalty. Playing the puck is Parambach, and there's the whistle as number 14, Riley Hubbard, is going to be in the box. 2 minutes for tripping.
Yeah, not a horrible call or a horrible play to make on the defense. You don't want to give a late goal here in the second period, but it will give them 17 seconds or so of a power play here in the second, and then whatever they can get out of it in the third.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You certainly don't want to give away those late goals because they can be devastating. Morale breaking as you go into your dressing room.
Yeah.
Back to the point to Oliver. Oliver goes cross ice to Peters. Peters brings it in. There's a shot. Glove save. Once again, a lot of redirects attempting, but Austin Surratt able to see that shot coming in, but I'm not sure if it was redirected from the way he looked.
What was happening here, if you look at the replay, you're going to see the man on the backside. He blows a tire. It was a wide open one-timer back there, but he blew a tire, couldn't do anything, so the shooter just had to put it on net.
Back to live action. Oliver with a nice move to keep that in. And there's the horn just before the shot taken by Carson Peters. There will be
exciting second period.
They are going to clean the ice. I wasn't sure if they were or not. So as you said, JR, yes, a very excited second period. Your thoughts before we break away?
Well, like I said, it was a good defensive call to take that penalty. You try and do it without taking the penalty, but sometimes you just got to take the man out. So you make sure there's no late period goal to tie this up. You continue the momentum into the third period. Got a minute and 44, so you got most of that power play to kill off. But that gives you time management. If you can kill that strongly, take that lead into the third period, you could keep that momentum going and be a driving force of the third.
Certainly a huge missed opportunity for the Sharks with a two-man advantage for 2 minutes and another man advantage for another minute after that. And although they were around the Wolverine net, and a couple opportunities with big saves by Sollard, not being able to score that third goal during that 4-minute stretch, I think could come back to haunt the Sharks.
It's certainly a huge momentum for the Wolverines to keep them out of any scoring chances for that full double minor, right? 3 penalties killed off, keeping it within 1. That goalie's giving their team a chance to come back in the third and make something of this game.
All right, so we're going to take a break now on behalf of all the volunteers behind the scenes and myself, David Doucette and J.R. Surratt. We'd like to thank you for joining MC Media's streaming coverage of Division II high school boys semifinal action at the Yarmouth Mariner Center. See you at the start of the third period.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the ice your Karamba Sharks.
Welcome back, hockey fans, to MC Media's continuing coverage of the Division II High School Boys semifinals from the Yarmouth Mariner Center. About to get going with period 3. The Karamba Sharks took a penalty with 16 seconds to go in the second period. So the majority of that penalty going to carry over here in the third. And they have to kill this off. They certainly don't want to start the period having this all tied up.
Yeah, it is one of those obvious calls, but I mean, when you've got a 1-goal lead and you're down a man, you don't want to give up a power play goal right now to the Wolverines, who will certainly take that momentum early in the third period and try and compound on it and put a lot of pressure.
The Sharks having an up and down period, it seems, when you've got the Cutro-Surrett line out there, the line that predominantly scores most of the goals for the Sharks. They've been doing relatively well through most of the game. When they're not on the ice, however, West Kings seems to hem down West Kings, hem down the Sharks. There's so many Kings of this league.
That's fair, but it comes down to those line matchups. If you can get your number 1 line out against a 2 or 3 line for the other team, you can dominate. So when you see that PEB line on succeeding, it's probably the matchups, right? So you're trying as a coaching staff to cycle those through and get your victories on the lines.
Parisienne gets the puck, carries it in. He's taken up from behind and going in hard is Ethan Saunier and Parisienne. As I'm looking, and they are both getting up.
Yeah, I'm just glad they're both okay on that one.
That puck shot goes wide. There's a rebound. It hits the side of the net. Coming back the other way, Dale's going to find that puck. Tries to go hard off the boards. It skips over top of Oliver's stick and goes down the ice.
I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something. I only have one job again. I'm confused. Like I'm supposed to be turning things here.
Oliver setting things up, cross-ice pass. That's going to be picked off by D'Entremont. He gets it, tries to slap it in. Can't quite do it. Peters to Oliver. Oliver back to Bishop. Bishop loses control, and that's going to get outside the blue line.
Oh, they're going to say it's onside. It must have just been on the blue paint.
Bishop in front, the one-timer. Good pass to Parisienne, but he couldn't get a hold of it. That's Bishop again. Sliding it back, and this time it's Surrett that uses the paddle to jam that one back.
I don't want that near my blue paint. I'm going to send it to the back of the net. That could almost be in. Couple extra whacks at it here, and the West Kings player sent into the net. I don't think Surrett was expecting that to come out so quickly, and there was a gap between the pads that could have been banged home.
The pads are made nowadays, certainly, and the extra inches on them to close up that 5-hole. But this is after he banked it back, and here it is again. That one goes off his pads, and you're right. You see those pads opening. There was probably an opening there.
Yeah, it was a scary chance down low. Peb able to get it clear now, though, with 26 seconds left on this penalty. That'll take care of most of it.
Oliver will set things up again for the Wolverines behind his own net. He's got some room. Gains the blue line, still carrying speed. Dumps it in the corner, chases it down, still has it, looking in front, stops, reverses, tries to jam it in the other way. Off the boards, Bishop's going to hang on to that at the blue line, walks the line, gets past. That's just out.
And 3 seconds left on that power play. The West Kings goalie was not banging on the ice to let them know.
Or us.
Well, I was paying attention, so I knew what was going on. But if Peb was able to get that clear, they had a run from the box on the West Kings.
So for the Sharks fans, they did indeed kill off that all-important early period penalty. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Durling cross-ice to McDowell. McDowell, that pass a little ahead, is chipped forward. Coming back for it again, this time it's Lalonde, and he'll chip it in deep. That bouncing puck is handled by Surrett, who didn't want to play it as he couldn't handle it cleanly, and it just covers it up.
It was an ugly-looking knuckleball on that one. That was waffling the whole way in. You never know how that's going to bounce, so that's just play it like a shortstop, bang it down in front of you, and freeze it and get a face-off.
This face-off to the right of Surrett, won by Spencer Surrett. Into the corner, Sharks have it. Fending off a check as D'Entremont gets it up to Cutro. Cutro chips it forward, gets it out of the blue line. Good work by Andre Donchemont now to try to get that. That was the third person of that line that I was saying about. So let's see how close we are with the Surrett, Donchemont, and Cutro line. That's Cutro with it. There's a shot that goes wide.
Who are they matched up with, though? That'll be interesting.
Pass in front, jammed right back down. Going to get back to Donchemont. Donchemont keeps it. That redirect by Surrett goes wide. McDowell gathers the puck on the other side, tries to clear it, can't get it by. This attempt will get it to the blue line, but not out. One more attempt. This one finally kicked out.
Ooh.
Spencer Surrett avoids being hit by his own player. Will have to chase down this puck with Oikel right behind him.
Yeah, and a great hustle to get down there on that one. I was concerned they might not have seen each other coming.
Andre Donchemont taking off the puck. Good work following up by Dayon. Surrett to Donchemont. Donchemont back to Surrett. Surrett by himself. The shot scores!
What a great move by Peb on this one. Great battle by the little guy to fight that one off, get it to the other player on the wing, and a great give back and a nice release to beat the Wolverines goalie here. What a nice release. It looks like he kind of cheated to the other side.
He cheated the other way. You can certainly see it from that overhead.
Gave up a wide open side. He wants that one back for sure, but you could ask any goalie who lets a goal go when they want it back.
All the time.
Right, so 2-goal lead now for Peb. They've got to keep the pedal down. They want to keep moving forward. What you don't want to do as a team ever is start playing defensively to protect the lead.
Hubbard has it, gets it to the point but not out. He'll get it again. Steps up, chips it forward towards the boards but can't get it any farther. That's held in. That shot easily picked out of the air by Austin Surrett, and he'll hang on to it for a whistle with 11:30 to go in the third period.
Yeah, no, that's what you wanted. And that's momentum from killing off that power play early and then getting some momentum down in the own end and a nice two-man break and an unselfish play and a great release on the shot.
And as I said earlier, their big line coming through for them yet again, this time in the third period. Breaking out. Good work there by Dayon to get it to center. Follow up by Hubbard. Hubbard all by himself, 1-on-4, tries a shot. It goes off of a leg. Soller's going to just grab that. Better safe than sorry. Gets the whistle with 11:16 to go.
Got to be careful there. Number 4 for the Wolverines.
Parisian.
Oh, Parisian. Well, what's up here? Oh, you got it mixed? Different? What's this?
I flipped these.
Oh, you flipped them? Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, he almost could have got an interference call, keeping the Peb player a little bit slower while the puck had gone by.
Wallace with a shot. That makes it all the way through. Nice save by Soller. All important. We saw that in the first period a couple times, more with the Wolverines trying to get a shot that kept going off of the legs of Sharks players. So important to avoid the legs, even if it's a wide shot, better towards the net and wide than off of a shin pad and a breakaway the other way.
Especially up high. You know, you want to put it on net, but your goal at that point is to get it past those forwards who are up there screening.
Durling gets it, pass in front. There's a rebound. Boy, a good one-time shot by goal scorer Carson Peters, trying for goal number 2. But Austin Surrett literally just with a positional save.
That was certainly a positional save, and the good thing that he was in center ice. He was a little deep in his crease. That could have been dangerous for him, but lucky enough with the one-timer, there's not a lot of time. He just lines up and hit him.
Back to live action. That's Bishop keeping the puck in. Just momentarily as it hit Ethan Saunier.
Yeah, and he's a little got a bit of a stinger on that arm where he fell down.
Coming back the other way is Peters. There's a quick shot as he slid it to McDowell.
I don't know if he hurt his arm going down on that one or just knocked the wind out of himself, but he's still down behind the bench as the staff's looking at him.
Do you think the puck hit him there?
I don't think the puck hit him. I think he tripped going to stop the puck.
Ryland Donchermont back pass to LeBlanc. LeBlanc loses control of it, and he'll have to skate hard chasing down Peters. Peters breaks it, impact the blue line. There's a quick wrist shot, steered aside easily by Surrett, who gets the pad and the paddle down.
Yeah, I think he's just getting some air back in his lungs. I think it knocked it out of him when he went down. Yeah, he's getting back up now. I think it's just that whole getting it all back in.
Good
yeah,
play,
he's sitting down now.
Good play at the point by the Peb, keeping it in. That one slid forward. Good chance here for Andre Donchemont. Takes a shot. Coming back on the other side is O'Connell pinching in. He comes in, coming back hard the other way. It was going to be Oliver. Oliver carries speed, but LeBlanc there to chip the puck, but blows a tire.
I was going to say, I don't know if there's a little gap in that ice and 2 players have hit that now or what. This will be icing, though, so line changes will continue, but the faceoff will come all the way back down to the Peb's end.
And LeBlanc realizing what danger that could have been, kicking the boards on the way in on the bench.
Hey, you're up 2 goals, and you mess up on a play which doesn't even cost you a goal. You're still frustrated. They're competitors down there.
Surratt wins that face-off. Nobody back there, though. It's picked up. Step in front. There's an opportunity. There's a shot, and that one goes off of the PEB player, and I couldn't get it.
I know they don't have numbers on the sleeves. I'm looking for it. I'm like, this is not helpful.
Bishop again with a shot. Blocker save.
It was 15 D'Entremont on that one, and we're going to get a call. Head contact on PEB, I believe. No? Yes okay, it is PEB. Yeah.
And it's that same player, it's Sean Dayon, sorry, it's number 5 going in. The player that actually made the nice block was number 15, Seamus D'Entremont.
Yeah.
We'll give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, no, I made sure to find the number. I was watching for it. So I don't know. Is that – okay, there's 5 there. So it was down in front of the net.
It had to have been during that knockdown.
Yeah, but look,
there.
during that knockdown is when it happens. So Nick tried to give us a little rewind there. Thank you, Nick. And a clear for PEB starting off this 4-minute power play.
So if we thought that the power play opportunity at the beginning of the period was important, Parambah right now very happy that they've got 1 insurance goal, and they've been good at killing penalties off, and this will test them.
And this is that double. You could score 1 early in this one, still have another power play to go with. So this is huge for West Kings right now. Plus, you take 3.5 off the clock. You're down to about 5 minutes left in this game. So Wolverines need at least 1 during this play.
Coming back are the Wolverines. That's Peters carrying the puck in. Just onside. He'll stop, gets it back into the front. There's a quick shot. Save, rebound, save. Surratt looking for it. Finally, with a scrum in front, the whistle blows.
And I'm glad they called this whistle because the Wolverines did crash the crease and almost tried to physically push the goalie and the puck in.
Yes, pitchfork the goaltender into the net with the puck.
Because that was clearly not frozen. If we're going to watch it here on the overhead, you're going to see it down by his pad, and this is where everything gets crashed in. See, he pushes the goalie in. So a good call on that whistle. No goal. Face off to the left of Surratt.
Still 3:19 to go in the power play. Good work there. Pass in front,
Oh.
just out of reach. A great play by Parisienne, finding the open person in front, but it skipped over his stick.
Yeah, a little bit too much mustard on that set, but that was a wide open net if you could have fired on that one-timer.
Oikel to Peters. Peters gains the line. Peters slides it over. Pass in front. That's picked off nicely by O'Connell, but they get it back.
They got to watch that back player down here on the power play right now.
There's a shot, and
now
jamming at that, and this is going to really cause a big scuffle. Is good on Parambah as they took an initial small shot. That will normally create more reaction.
Yeah, no, and here's the Wolverines crashing the crease again right now, trying to get after Surratt.
See, and that's
And now
completely.
what I like is that the PEB players didn't cross-check or push the guy on top of the goalie. They grabbed him to pull him away, right? That's good heads-up play because you don't want to hurt your goalie right now through all this.
That face-off, scrum controlled finally by Parambah, and they'll fire it down the ice. 2:40 remaining in that penalty, so they're closing in on the first half of it being killed.
But the Wolverines are making some quality chances right now. Shots currently 21-19 in favor of PEB. So pretty much those 2 goals are the 2 shots.
Durling gets it to Lalonde. Lalonde carries some speed in, goes wide, gets around the defense. Behind the net, pass in front, well defended there by O'Connell. Back in front again, though. Surratt's going to probably find that. Instead, O'Connell gets it. Wolverines players hurt. The Wolverines fans are yelling.
It was a solid hit, but it was a clean hit to take him out of that play. I can understand the frustration by the parents, but I don't see a penalty on that play.
Good work by O'Connell again, able
First
to
one
chip
killed
that
off.
forward. That's picked off by Kalen Saunier. Kalen looking for Cutro. Cutro couldn't quite reach back against that because it was 1 against 2.
Yeah, and you don't want to get too over-aggressive when you're on the power or the penalty kill right now, but first one is cleared off, and 1:38 left in the second.
Walking the line, that's Oliver in front. That goes off a stick. Off of Surratt. Surratt couldn't glove it afterwards, though. Working hard against the boards is Parisienne. He drops it off for Bishop. Bishop with a shot well wide. That might have enough to clear it, and it does. Oliver stops that, takes the abuse, comes back with it. Good work by him. Peters comes in. He's got the top of the slot. There's a shot. Nice shot. Better save.
And while you would think that that was not a big deal, Surratt corralling that in the basket right there and not allowing any kind of rebound is a huge play. That stops all the momentum right now from West Kings, gets them a face-off. Their players, they had 2 guys down at center ice. So great play by Surratt on that save and not allowing any kind of secondary chances.
That gets back to McDowell. McDowell with the shot. That goes off a body, and the Sharks find the puck and throw it. Nice replay, Nick. I'm going to give you the props on that. As we were talking, you had a good replay of the hit that Wolverines player had that had their fans a little.
Oh, the one on that end. Okay, yeah, I wasn't watching on that one.
Here it is again. He's looking down.
Oh, yeah, he's a little exposed, but clearly not too bad a hit. He just puts the body into him. I don't think there was any intent. It's certainly no play through. So I think the Peb player eased up knowing that the player was at risk.
That shot goes
he
off
took
an
that off
ankle.
the side.
That one hurts. That's Carson Peters who's going to go back to the bench.
Yeah, he's happy there's a whistle on that one because he's not getting any kind of speed to the bench right now.
Happy there's a whistle, unhappy that the whistle arrived because of the puck that rebounded off of his ankle into the mesh.
Yeah, we really need better skates. We really need a little bit more foot protection. With the speeds these pucks are going and the shots they're bouncing off.
Great opportunity. Parisienne gets it over to Lalonde. Lalonde looking for Parisienne in front. One-timer redirected. Nice save. Back behind the net. It was a bit of a question because I'm not sure. Eichel has it. Eichel to Oliver. Oliver with a long shot. That goes off of a body. Both looking for it on the far side. Wolverines still have it. And Surratt finds that one and gathers it in again. And once again, crashing the crease. Hard are the West Kings Wolverines looking for any available rebound.
And a good box out again by Peb players protecting their goalie right now. The Wolverines are swarming, but just unable to get that bounce their way. That could have been a great one-timer, but he just couldn't get that puck settled to fire it. Then it goes right back to Surratt, who freezes. West King goes looking for it, and the pressure is there. 30 seconds left in this power play for West Kings, and it doesn't look like they're going to beat Surratt right now.
Just keeping that in is Oliver. That's redirected and goes wide. Bishop gathers it in the corner, spins around. Back to Oliver. Oliver looking for a shooting lane, throws it back to Bishop. Bishop being harangued there by D'Entremont. He spins away from trouble. D'Entremont killing valuable seconds off the penalty back there. Back to the side,
left.
back to Oliver. One-timer goes off of a leg. Saunier can't find that one, though. Tries again. This guy goes off the boards, takes another hit. Penalty is killed off, but it's still like a power play right now. Trying to jam that in. Surratt gathers his pads against the short side and is able to glove that. No danger.
Yeah, another great play by Surratt down there, tracking that puck, keeping the rebounds from going anywhere dangerous. And Peb has killed off that 4-minute PK and is now back to even strength with just over 5 minutes. West Kings knows that those ticks of the clock now are going against them.
Peb able to get that face-off. Jumping in is LeBlanc. Can't get it any farther, though. Saunier to LeBlanc. LeBlanc uses the boards and clears the zone for Peb. One more time. Saunier back to the D. He'll get the return pass. Cross ice just into the skates of Saunier. Ethan Saunier can't get any farther. Well defended by the Wolverines, and breaking back the other way is Connors. Connors taking out the play, and that's going to be a tripping. Number 12, Ethan Saunier, as the parade to the penalty box continues for the Parambas Sharks, as if they're doing nothing but making it harder on themselves.
It's not necessarily a parade, but it does seem, I'm just saying it because it's not like right back in, more people there. But
sounded nice to say, that's why I said
it. Oh, no, I get it. I totally get it. I'm just saying it's a slow parade, right? It's one of those ones where they
it's
really.
It's a COVID parade.
Oh, yeah, right? There's no one really around, but it's certainly not helping your cause if you're going right back in. And I understand that call. He wasn't exactly trying to trip. He was just getting his stick in the way, but it did trip the player.
Great shot, save, rebound. Surratt looking for it, is behind the net. Going to have to slide the other way. The entire Sharks team goes one way.
3 goalies on that one, stopping that wraparound.
Back to the point to Oliver. Oliver looks for a shot, save. Surratt doesn't have his stick, makes the save.
Defenseman tried to give him his stick, so he doesn't even have the defenseman stick. A lot of lumber in play.
Good work by number 6, Andre D'Entremont, to finally clear the play and allow Peb to reset. A lot of dangerous moments in the first 30 seconds of that power play.
And full props to number 8 for Peb, who during that long ice, since there's no icing, went and got Surratt's goalie stick first, gave that to him, then went and got his own lumber and got involved on the defensive play.
Because as you mentioned earlier, you can't carry 2 sticks at the same time. He had to drop his.
No, he didn't have his. He tried to give his to Surratt earlier, so his was lost on the ice.
Oh, okay.
So he went and got Surratt's, gave it back, and then went and got his own.
Parisienne with a nice move, carries it in. Second person, and that was Cutro, able to get it and fire it down the ice. 53 seconds and counting.
Man, it feels like that penalty just happened. How are we already 53 seconds left?
Durling with a long pass. Surratt trying to get that, couldn't quite do it. Bouncing up by Parisienne, and I believe he hit it with a high stick and then played it again, so it's just a high stick.
Just under 3.5 here to go, and West Kings, a little frustrated and unable to beat Surratt here for a second time. They've got to get something past him to have any hopes of this.
An earlier replay, as you see Surratt and the whole team, that one where the entire team was taking away the other side from the wraparound.
Everyone knew that wraparound was coming, and there's like 6 gloves going for it. We're going to have a timeout, West Kings here. Get some rest into them and get a plan going, see what they can do here in the third.
Great replay, Nick, as you saw Surratt scrambling all over. You saw his defenseman try to give him the stick. It got knocked away. And so while your attention's paid to that, then you've got to get back to the point because Darian Oliver was throwing a wrist shot at you, and Surratt able to find himself in his crease again and make that save.
That's what I was saying. Number 8 tried to give him the stick. His stick was lost out by the face-off circle. Went and grabbed Surratt's stick, gave it to him, and was like, okay, I got to go get my own lumber.
So minimal time left in the game, 2-goal lead. You have to wonder how long we're going to see Max Soller still in net for the Wolverines.
2 goals down.
Still 3:23, still lots of time.
You know what? If this was a junior A game, I'd say pull him at 3 minutes if you had good offensive zone control. But West Kings hasn't had a lot of that in a continual fashion without the power play. So it's tough to say. At the very least, you almost have to go all in at 90 seconds.
Wolverines get that in deep. Back there for it's Cutro. Cutro chips it forward. Tries to chip it again, can't. Good work by the Wolverines as they just outman the Sharks. There's a pass out to the slot. Sharks can't find it. Still looking for it. This is now Oiko. Oiko with a shot, and that one, I think, goes off a body.
So under 3 minutes to go right now, and the West Kings goalie not really in any quick hurry to go to the bench. I see him kind of looking that way, but the coaching staff's been looking all forwards right now.
Nice work pinching up forward by Sean Dayon.
Penalties over now.
Weak and almost too many men on the ice as the Sharks player came off the bench as the penalty was over, played the puck before the Sharks were on. The Sharks player in the penalty box had cleared the bench.
This could be a problem now. They got a 2-on-1 break for Peb. Everyone was forward, and it's an empty net.
Surratt shoots it and picks the corner.
I didn't even see the goalie come out because I was all facing this way. And that is going to be a dagger at this point. And that's what I said. You want to pull early, but West Kings has been unable to do it. So let's see. That player's on the ice. Oh, that's close. It could have been called. Too many men on the ice.
Yeah. Oh, no, definitely. I saw it. I was watching it, saw it played. If the call had happened, it could have happened. I think we're probably getting a misconduct penalty now, likely from the non-call.
Well, I mean, they are upset. He's getting thrown out, I think. Number 8? 18?
Yep. Number 8, Mackie Connors, saying the magic words.
Well, he's also a wee bit upset, which is understandable.
Yep.
I mean, this is a big game for them, and I hear a stick being broken underneath the stands. So
it's just a misconduct because nobody's going to the box, so we still have 5-on-5.
Yeah, which is great by the officiating crew. You don't want to pile on that situation. And it's unfortunate, even with the penalty call, if they had the too many men, this may still have the same result. But it is frustrating for West Kings fans watching this game to not have that call.
And it would be frustrating the other way if it was happening the other side.
Absolutely. Anyone watching that would be frustrated. But it may still be a 2-goal lead right now.
Coming back hard is Lalonde. Lalonde goes hard to his left, has a player in front. There's a redirect attempt by Peters. He just gets a piece of it. Durling throws it in front.
That's
Surratt looking for it.
It's
in as it slides underneath Surratt with 1 minute and 46 seconds to go. And I'm going to say it's number 25 because Hunter Lalonde is the first person taking the high fives at the bench. So we're going to give it to Hunter until the official announcement comes.
So now here's your major problem. Now it would be a 1-goal game with a $1.46. So if this ends by 1 goal, then the fans might have a gripe. So Peb, if you want to negate this whole problem, you want to keep it a 2-goal game. Mind you, okay, that would have negated the power play, right?
All right.
So this is West Kings trying to determine their own outcome.
D'Entremont has it, fires it in deep. Right now, Peb's going to be playing the clock game.
And that's dangerous. You don't want to sit back and play defensive. Don't give West Kings the chance to dominate their game. West Kings loves it if Peb plays defensive.
Oliver's going to look for a stretch pass to Oikel. It goes off of a body. We've got, no, I was looking at the referee, the trailing referee's arm.
Yeah,
Seamus Notramont jumps forward, probably ill-advised, gets some help in the corner. Helping him out, though, is Peters. Peters passes it in front. Goaltender out of the net again. Lalonde comes in. That goes back to the point. That's held in. Oliver with a shot through a crowd. Saved by Surrett. High off the glass. Oliver's going to keep that in again. Another shot. A redirect attempt in front by Parisienne. He's trying to slide it in front. That's back to Oliver. Another shot from Oliver. And that one goes off of a player. And I believe it's inside, so it's off of a Pet player into the mesh. That might have been Surrett that actually made that save.
Okay, someone's a wee bit. No, it went off a player down low here and then up into the mesh. So the ejected player is watching the game from the lane down there where the players go to their locker rooms. 55 seconds left into the game here right now.
That's going to get up to Andre Donchema. Donchema gets it to Cutro. Cutro
good decision to play the body. Good decision to take him out.
That's a nice check by Oliver. Pass up to Parisienne. Parisienne trying to be taken out of the play. Peb fires it down the ice. That'll be an icing. With 33 seconds exactly to go in the game. Faceoff will come back into the Sharks' end. Sharks still holding a 4-2 lead.
Hey, it's an exciting wrap-up to this one.
Yes, it is.
I'd almost take the timeout if you're Peb. Take the timeout right now. Give your guys a little bit of a break either way. You want to control this faceoff.
They don't. Here's the faceoff. Goes back in front. Surrett's going to come around, probably just throw it down the ice again. He does. Nicely done, though, as he doesn't get it all the way. That's Oliver. Oliver trying to get it back in. Oliver's been in the play a lot on defense for the Wolverines. That pass gets back.
Long shot.
That one's going to go wide, and that's going to be an icing with 12.1 seconds.
A little bit too much curve on that stick. He had a good line on it, but a little bit of the mustard brought it offline. 12 seconds left. Face off in the offensive end for West Kings. Good chance to at least, you know what, for a moral victory right now. If you get the 3 goals, you've got to have a valid gripe about that non-call.
Face off, back in the corner. That's Parisienne. He tried to jam it in front. That's a quick shot by Peters that I think hit the side post and went
That'll
wide.
be it.
And they're not going to call the icing. That could have happened with 1 second. Instead, it is over. So the Parambah Sharks will head to the championship game. That'll start next weekend. And a dejected West Kings team goes off the ice after being defeated 4-2. Hey, full marks. I thought West Kings played a great game.
I was going to say, it's not like they played a bad game. They played a great game. Shots in their favor, 27-23. But Surrett, I would say, is the deciding factor. They had a great goaltender in net for Peb. A lot of great saves, and just the bounces didn't go West Kings' way. A lot of one-timer chances they could have scored on if that puck just settled down.
And Parambah Sharks' number 1 line, the line that they depend on to score, Yannick Cutro, Spencer Surrett, and Andre Donchema came through with all of the goals. So with that happening, when your best line performs like your best line is supposed to do, Peb Sharks go ahead. And, full credit to them for this Game 2 victory, sweeping the West Kings 2-0 in the Division 2 semifinals.
Yeah, certainly not how West Kings wanted to wrap this one up, but a quality game. They played their heart out on the ice, and they'll certainly play strong again next season.
On behalf of all of the volunteers here at MC Media, myself, David Doucette, my partner today, J.R. Surrett, we'd like to thank everyone for joining our streaming coverage of high school hockey and hope you'll join us again